Alright everybody, here we go with another installment of the Wombat here. I just finished the second rocket that you were watching in the last video. Again, came out pretty nice. This camera is not fantastic, but also the lighting's kind of poor, but you can see, with the exception of a few little stringies on the outside, which would be easily removed, the layering is quite nice. Even you see there's just not too much artifacting, and all in all, I think it came out looking really good. Feels stiff at the frame. Little thing because it's on vase mode for this, so it's no infill on the inside of the rocket. But I will say I did notice with my first rocket, a couple fins came off, so I got to be gentle with the fins. Now, hopefully, this is gonna work. So what I did was I went on 123D Autodesk. I have a few 3D files that I've been messing around with over the last few months. And one of them is just a little platter with some pyramids and shapes on it, and I sliced it down in Slicer, and it took a minute because I had to do it between two computers to get the SD to work right, but I have a pyramid file on here that should be sliced in G-code, so as long as I did the slicing right and everything, we can see another print here. So I'm going to try and get it going so you can see the beginning, and then what I'll probably do is after we see we're getting some good layers, I'll switch to time-lapse, and then I'll put the video and the time-lapse up. So here we go. Wish me luck. Give this a go. And here it goes. I already preheated my bed to 205, or my nozzle to 205, and my bed to 65. So it's nozzle's hot. The bed's about 5 degrees away. We'll be there. Again, I'm going with only about 10% fan speed. I might bump it up just a little bit and start playing with the. I think that's the biggest thing I'm going to have to mess with here is the fan speed overall. That seems to be right now the biggest factor. I've got the nozzle flow and all that down right. Oh, you know what? And again, I should check the diameter setting because it might still be. This will be interesting to see because this is my slice file as opposed to a slice file that came with it. So I want to see if the setting is still there. Go to control, filament, no, control, E in millimeters cubed, which is volumetric, is off. Now, I never shut the machine off between the rocket print and this. It took about 20-30 minutes, and that print came off. I've noticed that, especially if I leave the print overnight, here we go, wish the printer luck. If I leave the print overnight, it comes right off, like no problem, leaves no residue. I haven't had to use tape, glue, nothing. I've gotten great adhesion, great everything, just off the glass alone. And I haven't had anything really stick to it too bad, and now that I've got the settings right, it's adhering well, and everything seems to be going smoothly. Now, I think I have just enough filament to do this print that I have set out here because I made it relatively small. Well, it's already looking a little bigger than I expected, but it's thin base. It's thin base followed by some shapes on top, nothing too crazy. Yeah, looks like we're getting some. Got a little bit hanging out right there. It should be there. But it should print basically a full 2mm base followed by a few hollow shapes. I made the shapes hollow to reduce the use of filament. And the base is only 2mm high because I figured that wouldn't use up much. As you can see from the roll up here, I don't have too much filament left. But again, I made this relatively small and hollow, so hopefully it won't burn through all the filament I have before it finishes. And it's good. My layer height, I think, is at, I'd have to double check, but I think it's around 200.2 millimeters or so. Yeah, looks like we're getting some good layers. You see there? It's laying down well. It's going to be a full fill, so we'll see how stiff this piece comes out too, if it has a nice stiffness to it. The filament is coming. Now again, cross your fingers that it won't run out. Alright. Then you can join the little collection to the left there. Thank you again for watching. Please tune in. Hopefully this print goes completely through and I don't run out of filament, and if all goes well, you'll have a nice time lapse to follow. I'll put the time lapse up no matter what happens, but I'm going to let you guys go and go to time lapse mode. Thanks for watching. Bye.